Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear God, please bless our meeting today. May our discussions be fruitful, our decisions wise, and our community strong. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Present.
Commissioner Beveridge.
Here.
Commissioner Regovich.
Here. You have before you the minutes of the regular meeting of June 26, 2025. Do I have a motion to approve waiving the reading of the same?
So moved. Second.
Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Beveridge.
Aye.
Commissioner Regovich.
Yes. Okay, this brings us to the public portion. Anybody wishing to address the board on agenda items only, please raise your hand. You have 3 minutes after stating your name and address, and the first public portion is open. Any takers? None being seen. We will move on to resolutions. Madam Clerk.
In the Engineer's Office, resolution authorizing change order number 1 for the Lake County Road Resurfacing Project 2025 with the Shelley Company Incorporated in the amount of $173,172.25, LCE project number 2024-009.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Beveridge.
Aye.
Commissioner Regovich.
Yes.
In the Utilities Department, resolution certifying unpaid water and sewer sums and administrative charges to the Lake County Auditor.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Beveridge.
Aye.
Commissioner Regovich.
Yes.
Resolution authorizing the county to participate in the U.S. Communities Program through the Master Intergovernmental Cooperative Purchasing Agreement and Omnia Partners, and executing a contract with Garland DBS Incorporated for the roof replacement for the maintenance building and storage building at the Gary L. Crone Water Reclamation Facility, Project 494S, 2025, in an amount not to exceed $600,000.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Beveridge.
Aye.
Commissioner Regovich.
Yes.
In the Commissioner's Office, resolution reappointing Nino Baffa, William Margalis, and Scott Tennant to the City of Wickliffe Tax Incentive Review Council to 3-year terms expiring on August 11th, 2028.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Beveridge.
Aye.
Commissioner Regovich.
Yes.
In the Finance Department, resolution approving payment of bills as listed on the Commissioner's Approval Journal in the amount of $5,494,006.70.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Beveridge.
Aye.
Commissioner Regovich.
Yes.
Resolution approving payment of bills to CT Consultants Incorporated as listed on the Commissioner's Approval Journal in the amount of $24,619.35.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Beveridge.
Aye.
Commissioner Regovich.
Abstain.
Resolution approving purchase orders as listed on the Commissioner's Purchase Order Approval Journal in the amount of $902,681.66.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Beveridge.
Aye.
Commissioner Regovich.
Yes.
Resolution increasing appropriations for various general and non-general fund accounts.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Beveridge.
Aye.
Commissioner Regovich.
Yes.
Resolution transferring cash and appropriations within various general and non-general fund accounts.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Beveridge.
Aye.
Commissioner Regovich.
Yes.
Resolution adopting the annual tax budget for the year ending December 31st, 2026.
So moved. Second.
Discussion. Joel, this is, again, we've had hearings on this. So this is the approval of our tax budget, which is our levy funding. throughout, and it has not changed from year to year, correct? Okay. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Beveridge.
Aye.
Commissioner Regovich.
Yes. Okay, this brings us to departmental reports. Utilities.
No report this week, Commissioner. Thank you.
Thank you. No Job and Family Services today. County Administrator Jason Boyd.
Good morning, Commissioners. Thank you. Yeah, brief update on the Public Safety Center Sheriff's Office. Things are really hitting our stride now. I think folks noticed earlier this week, late last week, all the forms have been removed off the main 4-story elevator shaft, the 2 twin towers you see, as well as just this side south, excuse me. There's a 2-story elevator shaft that's been completed. Stairwell 1, which is closest to the former Burger King site, was topped off 2 weeks ago. The masons are now working on a second similar stairwell closer to juvenile court. Just looking at the live feed right here, it looks like they're about finished with level 0. Steel is slowly, the steel workers are on site now, taking a peek at everything on where connections are going to be made. And as Kenny, the project foreman, said, I think steel will be swinging in the air in a week or 2. So that's great. These elevator and stairwell shafts were critical for that because, like Lincoln logs, those are used to set posts and some of the steel beams. You'll notice it's hard to see through the fence, but the front facade or where the front, I'll call it a porch of the jail will be, similar to the county courthouse that's on a plinth raised up. They are forming all of that up, and that those forms and concrete should be completed this week, if not early next week. And then we finished, if you recall, we moved up the juvenile court parking lot project from the tail end of the project to the front end of the project. That was completed late last week, so I want to thank Judge De Leon and his folks for bearing with us for a few weeks while we got that project online. So we'll continue to clean that project up, and we're going to seed that here shortly. So their parking, not only for their staff, but for the public, is up and running. And just observing, it looks like we have ample parking for that operation moving forward. So that concludes my report on the Sheriff's Office. I also want to just provide a brief update on the Vision 2050 comprehensive plan. There's been a number of stakeholder meetings throughout the county, individual interviews with local leaders. Those continue. Envision, who is our consultant, to get public input. They're going to have a booth next weekend at the Willoughby Arts Fest in downtown Willoughby, which is an extremely popular event, so I hope some people will stop by and voice their opinions. They'll also be out in Madison Village at one of the concerts in the park. And I would encourage folks to go to lakecountyohio.gov, and there is a tab that says comprehensive plan that will take you directly to a survey link for public input. So the more public input we have, the better to shape the vision of the county moving forward. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. I understand that the sheriff has already picked the color of his office. It's a nice calming color, so he'll be in a great mood all the time.
Mr. President,
Yes.
if I might just tack on to our county administrator's report, I've already shared with many of you that Senator Marino's office reached out to me to say that they have joined Dave Joyce in supporting and shepherding through our request for jail funding at the federal level. Now, that will be voted on ultimately in the budget, which has yet to be done, but we've made it through all the cuts thus far. So to this point, we're very grateful to Congressman Joyce, Senator Marino, Senator Husted for supporting the sheriff's proposal and getting some funding support for the jail federally. And with respect to Vision 2050, was super excited to be at the first steering committee meeting, as well as my individual interview with the consultant. It's clear to see the involvement of Mayor Fiala, City Manager Ken Filipiak, and so many other local leaders. People are really excited to be able to engage in this process. We have a lot of cities and townships in Lake County like Concord, Mentor on the Lake that are going through their own comprehensive plan renewal. And so to have the opportunity to work together on this is really exciting. And we're really grateful that we have such willing community partners to really think about what we all want for the future of Lake County over the next 25 years.
Sheriff?
Frank Lamberno, 104 East Erie Street. I just wanted to add on the jail report, as part of this process, number one, thank you to the Commissioner's Office for supporting this project and getting this to move forward. For Joel and Zach in terms of working on the finances. With Jason Boyd has been phenomenal through this. But I also want to comment, the contractor, Gilbane, is exceptional in terms of its information, in terms of it meeting project lines, in terms of ensuring really quality work out there for all of our concerns. And Ellis Katz, who's one of our owner's reps, I really have to say, great choice. He's been exceptional in staying on top of everything, looking at all the finances and making sure everything's being addressed. I think you couldn't have asked for a better person than Ellis Katz for doing that. So I just wanted to mention, and Jason's quiet over there, but Jason is exceptional overseeing this whole project. So thank you again for getting this moving. It's extremely exciting, and it's going to be a great move for the future here in Lake County. Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you, Sheriff.
I agree 100% with Ellis and Gilbane. It's a well-run site. I know that because Jason watches that live feed, I think 24 hours. I think it's next to his bed at home on his phone, so he's on top of it. But. Okay.
I would just add Jeff Applebaum to that list of thank yous, who partners with Ellis Katz. He's been extraordinary as well, and I think that Jeff shares our passion for this project because he's a Kirtland resident, and this is the future of his community too. And you're right, Sheriff, so often we forget to thank County Administrator Jason Boyd. You've done an extraordinary job in this project. I mean, this really is historical. And when you think about it, the single biggest capital project in Lake County history, to work on the financing, the architecture, the approvals. I mean, every step of the process has been a yeoman's work, and you've been there every step. But I do think it just reinforces the wisdom of how Lake County government is organized, where we really have taken the attitude, and we still have the culture today, of hiring incredible people, having a merit-based process where they work their way up. And as we all know, our county administrator started in the planning department, and he worked his way up to become the #1 in Lake County. And that planning background is still serving him today as we're working on Vision 2050 and this huge capital project that is the jail. That's because, unlike a lot of other counties or big cities that might hire people based on politics, we really believe in a merit-based approach. So I think this just reinforces this is a great place to have a career. You can come in at the entry level, and you can end up the sheriff, the county administrator, the county commissioner. We want you to stay your entire career with Lake County, and we want people to move up based on merit.
Thank you. If I might add something briefly.
Sure.
As it relates to the construction of this project and how we want it to move as quickly as possible. And I know ultimately, or early, we were concerned about our friends to the west and their jail project and the demand and availability for skilled labor. Now you compound that with the Brown Stadium project. I think if we would have been delayed with behind Cuyahoga County, potentially the Browns project, if and when, whatever the heck's going on with that. So I think keeping our foot down on the gas in a very diligent way is paying off as far as the labor. Because we're witnessing 30 or 40 guys and gals out there literally building this thing out of the ground. So I think if we would have delayed, that would have been a significant issue for us. So thank you for the words.
Okay. Madam Clerk.
The next regular commissioners meeting is Thursday, July 17th at 10 a.m., followed by the workshop that's open to the public at 10:30 a.m.
Thank you. And my favorite, legal.
No reports, Commissioner.
Is there any old business come between us?
Mr. President,
Yes.
I just want to have an updated discussion with regard to the lights on Route 2 because it continues to be one of the most pressing concerns, the highest, creator of complaints that we all have as commissioners. We now know that ODOT continues to assert the responsibility is that of the county engineer. They've issued another press release in response to News 5. We do have to address this concern as a county. I think it's very important that we're supportive of the engineer in this regard, but we have to put our foot on the gas pedal. Our mayors or city managers, really our clients in the Route 2 contract, need to see some action. And so I think it's reached the point where, you know, we need to seriously look to planning a meeting with all of the stakeholders so that we can discuss where to go from here. I know that, Mr. President, Commissioner Regovich has identified a grant that might well be able to pay for the entire project through our partner, NOPEC. That's something we need to very aggressively pursue, and we need to have a plan for getting it in the next grant window so that there's no more time lost. I'm aware that the last deadline passed, but it always recurs every 6 months, so we need to be first in line for that next tranche. I think it's very important that we show our community partners that this is a priority, that it absolutely will be done. I know that there's disappointment that we have yet to have a timeline on this, but in lieu of that, even if we're not the county engineer ourselves, I think it's time for the commission to take leadership and give some reassurances to all the mayors and managers. This is an incredibly high priority for us. It is a matter of safety, and one way or the other, Lake County is going to get her done.
I know there's been several discussions between the county administrator and the engineer's office, so that's an ongoing process. I think the best we can do is give him all the support we can and help him make the contacts he needs to make. So.
Yeah, if I may, Commissioners, I had a good meeting with Engineer Exley yesterday. Talked about a myriad of topics and community collaborations, which I really appreciated. Our discussion, Route 2 lights and his efforts in getting our arms around this collectively and having a team approach was the focus of our discussion. We talked about getting a meeting together collectively, improving or developing relationships with the mayors, and I'm happy to help the engineer's office and Engineer Exley with those. So we're going to continue that discussion and try to get something on the books as he works through some of the details, et cetera. But yeah, great conversation with Mr. Exley, and I'll continue to keep moving the ball down the field to the best of our ability on a collective basis.
Yeah, we'll keep at it.
Thank you.
Mr. Demare.
I have 2 items for old business. It was actually a big day in Lake County last Thursday. We did celebrate our commission president's birthday last Thursday under old business, but you can read in between the lines on that. But on a serious note, and it's probably going to sound like a setup after all the words I've already shared, but Jason celebrated his 25th year in public service all at Lake County last Thursday. So I thought that was important to note. 12 years in planning, 13 in your job now? And no, I did not pay the sheriff to come up here and say those nice words. He did that on his own. But I thought it was worth recognizing somebody who really embodies what public service is all about. So I wanted to bring that up, but you guys kind of laid the groundwork for me, so that was appreciated.
Well, congratulations on 25 years.
I forgot, thank you. Thanks, Cole.
You had a lot more hair back then, right?
I tell people I have plenty of hair. I just choose not to.
You hide it well.
Mr. President,
Yes.
I make a motion that the record of this meeting formally reflect our congratulations to Mr. Boyd on 25 years of service to Lake County.
Second. Madam Clerk.
I'm going to take the rest of the day off.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Beveridge.
Aye.
Commissioner Regovich.
Aye.
In another quarter century, we'll congratulate you again.
Thank you. Any new business? None being seen. I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Beveridge.
Aye.
Commissioner Regovich.
Aye.